What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360, and as you can tell, look around, we are not in a Dodge here. What are we in, man? First off, let's look at the small stuff, the important stuff. It's all about the details. I got my man Chris here.
What's up, y'all?
The one and only Pegasus 5.0. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, man. I appreciate you.
Channel, man. I appreciate you doing it.
Thank you for having me, man. So, I mean, the biggest thing about this channel and what we're doing now is we're diversifying. So this isn't just a Dodge channel. It's not just a muscle car channel. We're doing a little bit of everything. Now, obviously, we're still in a Ford, so we're in that American muscle car family, but we are going to be expanding and doing some other things, man. So why not do it with the dopest Mustang in Charlotte, or the dopest Mustang in North Carolina?
Wow, I appreciate that.
I'm serious.
I appreciate that.
I'm serious. You guys have seen the outside with the cinematic video that came out first, and obviously you've seen the inside as well. I'm telling you, I haven't seen anything in Charlotte compared to this. I'm telling you.
That's an honor, because there's some badass Mustangs in Charlotte.
There are quite a few. There are quite a few Mustangs in Charlotte, man, but nothing that looks like this, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. What are we sitting in? Year, make, and model. Talk to your boy.
We're in a 2019 Mustang GT, Oxford White.
And that's the 5.0, right?
Correct.
So it's the V8.
Yes.
Like, what's the gas mileage and all the good stuff? Exactly.
I think I average about 14.
Okay.
Somewhere in that neighborhood in the city. On
Gotcha.
the highway, I might get up to 17.
Okay. I think that's better than a lot of the Dodge muscle cars, because I think they're averaging like 13 to 15 or something like that. Gotcha. So if there's one thing that I noticed when I sat in here, it's just how roomy it is compared to like the Camaro. Well, you know, with the first review I did my man Griff's ZL1, and I felt like I was sitting in a cockpit, man. Listen to that engine, man. Listen to that. Yeah. So tell us, man, I mean, how comfortable are you in this car? I mean, it seems like you're pretty stretched out.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way this car sits. I've sat in Griff's Camaro, same as you, plenty of times.
Yeah.
And it gives you that real cockpit feel. Yeah. Which I like. Yeah. But it does feel very tight.
Very tight. Yeah, very tight, man. So as far as rims are concerned, tires are concerned, we had to do a quick come back to the house and change out the tires and the rims and all that good stuff, because my man launched the crazy burnout. What are we sitting on right now? Rims, tires, the whole nine?
Tire size is the 255, 40, 19, all the way around.
All the way around?
Pirelli P0s. Yeah. Looking back on it, I wish I did go a little bit wider.
Do you have any handling issues as far as taking off or anything like that? Okay.
But I don't get into racing and burnouts and stuff all that much. Yeah. So it's pretty rare for me, which is why I wanted to throw the stock ones back on.
Gotcha.
But the rims are actually Ford wheels.
Gotcha.
They did not come factory on this car. I had a buddy of mine give me a real good deal on them, and I had Griff throw his little touches on them.
Oh yeah. And that's the little blue inserts and everything like that. Gotcha. With the blue calipers and all that good stuff.
I love the white on black look. Yeah. But it's very common. There's a lot of them around.
Very true.
I didn't want to be just another white Mustang on black wheels.
Yeah. Gotcha. So you got to add your own personal touch. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. Like he said, he could have went the white and the black route, but why not throw some color into it? You know what I'm saying? To make it yours.
Yeah, I've got a lot of blue accents on there, so I wanted to keep kind of with that theme.
So talk to me. Why Pegasus? Oh, give us some backstory on that, because Pegasus is like a, what are you talking about?
Like a mythological like winged horse.
Gotcha.
And all right, so I was talking to Griff, and once I decided I wanted to do some sort of theme on it. I'm not that creative when it comes to things like that, so
that's pretty creative on the outside of this car, man.
Well, I give Griff all the credit on that one.
Gotcha.
So I kind of told him, you know, a Mustang is a horse, so I kind of want to keep with that theme, something sort of angry looking. Yeah. And we went back and forth for a couple weeks, and he would just kind of randomly send me designs that he'd come up with or found, and he sent me this one. I was like, that's it. That's the one.
That's the one.
And we just went with it. And I had asked him to try to get a little blue in there in some places, so he worked his magic.
Yeah. How long did that install take as far as getting it on the side of the car? Because we did it on both sides of the car, right?
Yes, both sides.
Gotcha. Okay.
The install itself, I mean, once everything was cut, maybe 30 minutes on each side.
Gotcha.
Wasn't that
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And if you didn't know, Griff actually did the stripe on my car, as far as the rally stripe that goes down the middle or kind of off-center. He did that one for me. He took care of Ed's wrap on the hood and the hood and the back, the trunk itself. So he's legit when it comes to putting on things like that, without a doubt. So what modifications do we have? Obviously, I'm hearing some things, I'm seeing some things. that's not stock on a Mustang. What mods are we looking at?
Well, I mean, the first modification everybody notices is Pegasus, obviously.
Yeah.
I've also added a Drake Muscle wicker bill.
Yeah.
Sticking with Drake Muscle, I also have the fuel door.
Yeah.
And the hood inserts.
Yeah.
I've got Op 7 underglows. What you're hearing is a Roush Performance X pipe. It's still, I got factory cats, factory muffler, everything. Only thing in the exhaust I've changed is the X pipe.
Gotcha. Cold air intake, all that stuff.
I do have a Roush cold air intake.
Gotcha. Future mods. So what are we going to do to this car in the future? I mean, what do you have planned for it?
I'm back and forth on what my next thing should be. I really want a front splitter.
Sure.
So I think that'll probably be the next thing. But I also really, really want that carbon fiber wheel.
Yeah. That'd be
carbon fiber up top, the suede kind of material here with the blue stripe, blue stitching.
Gotcha. Because currently we just have the stock wheel.
Yeah, stock wheel. I do have, when it comes to interior mods, I got the carbon fiber overlays, carbon fiber here, around your door handles.
Yeah.
It's really all I've done to the inside is just some carbon fiber work.
Sure.
With the shift knob.
Okay, now what about performance aspect wise? Do you have any ideas as far as performance is concerned?
This car is my daily driver.
Gotcha.
So I don't want to go too crazy performance wise until I do buy another daily, which is on the list.
Sure.
Once that comes, then I'll start looking at injectors, cams, things like that.
Gotcha. And I forgot to ask, like, what's the horsepower? What is this thing putting down stock, and what is it putting down now?
Stock is 460 from the factory.
Okay.
What it's putting, I have not dynoed it. I would like to. But I'm guessing with the cold air, maybe 480.
480. Gotcha. Okay. So you said that when you do get another daily, you want to turn this into, like, would you say a project car, a drag car, or just kind of your modified car?
Yeah, I don't think I'd go full on drag, but I'll pushing 700-800 horsepower.
That's big numbers right there.
Something to keep up with a Hellcat.
Yeah. Not to mention it's like a couple 100 pounds lighter than a Hellcat, so you shouldn't have trouble there. So where did you get this Mustang at? Like, what was the process? Did you get it in North Carolina?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I bought it. From Felix Abada's Ford.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about them.
And the buying process was pretty straightforward.
Gotcha.
I went in, test drove it.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can ask my wife. Once I get my mind set on something, it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen. Exactly.
Absolutely, it's gonna happen. If it doesn't happen, then I'm just not in a good mood for a long time.
Sure. Now, we had a conversation before the video started that you were considering Camaro at one point, but you settled with you went with the Mustang. I mean,
I had before this car, I had a 2014 Ram.
Gotcha.
So I was a truck guy.
Oh wow. Okay, so you've been all across the American Big Three.
A good buddy of mine. I rolled up to his work at one point, and he had just bought a Mustang. I didn't even know it was coming.
Gotcha.
And that sparked something in me.
Yeah.
And so I was partial to the Mustang.
Sure.
But I wanted to test drive a Challenger, a Camaro, and a Mustang. I wanted to hit all three.
Sure.
One of the stipulations was it had to be a manual.
Oh, okay.
I wanted
so that completely excludes the Charger, because the Charger doesn't come in manual.
Out of it completely.
Yeah, it's only 4-door too.
And so the first dealership I went to was actually Dodge.
Oh wow, okay.
And walked up, salesman came out, and I told him, I want to test drive a manual Challenger.
Yeah.
He told me that we don't have one on the lot.
They're special. They're rare.
And I could have done a little research, found one maybe out of town somewhere, and went and looked at it. But I'm impulsive. Once I made up my mind, I was not taking that truck back home that day. Like, that's it.
Oh wow.
And so I left Dodge. They didn't have anything, and I went to Chevy.
Okay.
Said, I want a straight drive SS.
Gotcha.
Because I don't think a ZL1 would have been in my price range.
Yeah.
Because I was looking brand new.
Gotcha.
And they told me they didn't have one on the lot, which really surprised me. And so I left there, went to Ford.
Yeah.
I told them the same thing. I was like, I want a manual.
Yeah.
5.0. He pointed at a whole line of them and said, take your pick.
Take your pick, yeah.
And that was the end of it.
That was the end of it.
Yep.
So, I mean, I guess it's kind of fair to say that you may not be loyal to one manufacturer over another, because it sounds like you went from Dodge to Chevy to Ford.
I have owned a Chevy way back when. I had a Chevy S10 Extreme, so I've had all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
This is my first ever muscle car.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of stereotypes about like Mustangs and just Ford quality in general. Have you had any issues with it to speak of?
I've never had a single issue out of this
Gotcha.
car. But like I said, I bought it brand new. In April.
Sure.
And I've put 20,000 miles on it since.
Yeah.
So I drive it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're driving the hell out of that thing, man. Okay, so the first thing that you said was it has to be a manual. Why a manual? Why not an automatic? A lot of people nowadays are going the automatic route because the automatic is just as efficient as manuals are, or were back in the day. Because I mean, back in the day, people wanted manual because of the speed of the shift, right? Whereas nowadays, with technology being what it is and car performance being what it is, the automatic shifts just as quickly as a manual. So why go through why the manual?
The newer Mustangs actually come with a 10-speed with the paddle shift that I mean I've heard nothing but good things about.
Yeah.
But this being, like I said, my first ever sports car, muscle car.
Sure.
I wanted to.
You wanted the real
I wanted
deal.
to drive it.
Sure.
I wanted to feel like I'm in control of it. It's a part of me, kind of like Griff said in his story.
Yeah.
Like you feel the car's a part of you when you're actually the one changing the gears.
Sure.
And nothing against automatics. Like I've got plenty of friends that got automatic Mustangs, but I wanted this one to be a manual.
Gotcha. Do you find it cumbersome to have to constantly, shift and monitor kind of what's going on with the car?
I figured I would, like when it comes to driving in traffic.
Sure.
We do live in Charlotte. There's traffic everywhere.
Everywhere.
But I honestly still enjoy it.
Sure.
Just being able to, as I'm changing gears, just make a little noise in traffic. Yeah. I like it.
I agree with that. One day I'm going to have to explore that. I mean, I've always been automatic, and I'm not too good with the manual, to be honest with you, because obviously I just don't have the practice with it.
This is the first manual I drove in years.
Oh, wow.
When I test drove it.
Did it take you some time to get back into it?
I had to apologize to the salesman when he first got in. I was like, bear with me.
Yeah.
I didn't stall it on the test drive locally, but I was a little jerky.
Gotcha. Got your boys right there. State troopers. But okay, that sounds good, man. A lot of people I've seen some people that just want that purist kind of feel when it comes to the muscle car, you know what I'm saying? Last question, I always ask this just because I want to kind of get into the head of the driver, because a lot of times the car that person is driving may not be their dream car at the time. What's your dream car and why?
I thought a lot about this.
Okay, give it to me.
My dream car, it changes.
Sure.
Depending, like every year, you'll see a new model of something, and you're just like, oh my God, that's the one.
That's the one.
Right now, ever since the first time I laid eyes on it, is the 2020 GT500.
Yeah, 760 horsepower.
Absolutely.
Beast.
That would be my dream, probably in grabber blue.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I love that color.
Gotcha. So you would stick with the Ford. You would definitely stick with the Mustang.
I think I've fallen in love with this car, and I think I'm a Mustang guy now.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, if I had to switch to a Mustang, it would definitely be the GT500. I mean, bar none, that's the most beautiful Mustang I've ever seen in my lifetime. And it's the most powerful, too, from stock.
Yes.
Prior to the 350s, the 350Rs, we're just putting down, a little over 500, something like that? And that one's putting down well over 760. And that's Hellcat killer numbers right there. That's up there with the Demon almost. The Demon's like 840, but, it's up there, man. So, I mean, I appreciate this, man.
Oh, no problem, man.
I appreciate this, man.
I'm honored.
Man, it's an honor and a privilege to be in here with this, man. I mean, the number one, the best of the best when it comes to the Mustang, man. And I mean that seriously.
I appreciate that a lot.
So shout your channels out, man, your Instagram page, all that good stuff. Where can they find you out?
Instagram, and I'm on Facebook also at Pegasus_50H.
Gotcha. 50. Don't get it twisted. Pegasus 50H.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So as always, guys, it's been your boy Knockout 360 with another one for you guys. Behind the Wheel series. We're keeping this thing rolling, not stopping. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with my man Chris. Hopefully we'll do some stuff in the future. And with that being said, I'm signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.